Welcome back to Business Live. We are staying up tonight, and here's the reason. The January transfer window closes for European clubs later today. That's at 11 p.m. GMT. It's been a quiet window by standards, with no clubs succumbing to the temptation for the last-minute dash and no deal on the scale of Alexis Sanchez's move from Arsenal to Manchester United last January. So with the deadline approaching, will it be a frantic final day? Well, joining me are the two big men in sports, Gary L. Smith and George Addo Jr. They will be presenting a special show tonight, the Joy Transfer Countdown. And in a lead up to it, we want to discuss all that is happening. So we are told that apparently it's a slow market this time. Is that the case?
Yes, it is, George, isn't it?
Yes. And because when you compare what happens in January to the summer, you feel that, okay, a lot more could have been done. Progressively, we've realized that in the last few seasons, January's money, in terms of how much is spent, is rising gradually. But in this transfer window, we can clearly say it's been slow.
But how much of it has got to do with the financial squeeze we are experiencing around the world this time?
That plays a factor.
Yeah.
Because in Europe, they've got what they call the financial fair play.
Yes.
Essentially, it's a rule that is there to stop the clubs with so much money from cheating others who don't have enough money, so that there's an equitable distribution of wealth. But as regards how much that is a factor in how much is spent, it's not much. The simple reason is, and as George will tell you, is that teams themselves don't like to release their players at this time, because if they release their players, the likelihood that they can get players of similar quality at this time of the year is very low, because contracts normally end in June. That's the thing.
And speak about amounts. There are huge amounts involved.
Yes.
You're telling me on radio, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's TV, you want to see it.
TV, you want to see it. So
What figures are involved?
Let's deal with what happened in the last January transfer window. I mean, how much was spent? I mean, close to over 800 million pounds. That was last transfer window.
And that was for the top 5 leagues
Top
in
5
Europe.
leagues.
So England,
La Liga, yeah.
Spain, Germany,
Italy,
and France.
yes.
So these five, the top 5 leagues, they spend about 800 in 30 days.
Okay, just educate us.
In 30 days.
Where does the money go? Who benefits from this deal that we are hoping to see happening later tonight?
Well, so it's a sale. So it means that one club will sell, another will buy. And then the intermediary, who is usually the agent, will get his cut. So that's where all the money goes.
Okay.
And you feel, I think, that players, benefit much more than the clubs do, because the clubs are going in, and it's a real gamble when you're going to buy a player, because you don't know what the returns are going to be in the next few months. You're hoping to solve problems. We have seen it happen for Barcelona. They went in for Coutinho the last January transfer window. Has it worked for them?
No.
Yeah, I like that expression. But Liverpool went in for Virgil van Dijk. Has it worked? Yes, it has worked. So then you look at it. For the players and the agents, they get their money. The clubs will have to go and think about whether the players they got will solve their problems for them.
I mean,
if we can look at the numbers now,
yeah, we can.
Just to give a visual representation. Right. So these are the numbers. These are for the top 5 European leagues we mentioned. 533 million pounds spent so far.
Have you realized that we've gone up? Because on radio we're doing 436. So in the last few hours we've gone up
Things have changed.
533. That's still 300 million down what was spent last January.
So let's go league by league. In the Premier League so far, this is what the Premier League has contributed to the total we saw.
Yes.
Yes, that's how many players have been sold and bought since the 1st of January. And then in Serie A, in Italy, 119 million pounds have been sold. And then you go to the next one, which is Ligue 1 in France. They have spent a paltry 81.5 million pounds. And then Germany, the Bundesliga, 159.5 has been sold and made. And then in Spain, so on and so forth.
So guys, I just want to ask you, because somebody is watching and wondering, so what has it got to do with Ghana? I mean,
it's got a lot to do with Ghana, because we got players moving.
Yeah.
We had Baba Rahman move to start Ramsey. Of course, in the last few hours,
Sule Muntari has
moved as well.
Oh, he has?
Yes.
He's gone to a second division club in Spain.
But it's big, considering, most thought it was over for him. And it's great for him to get into it. And just a little bit of the analysis, and we're talking about it, yes. So we're about 300 million short of what happened or how much was spent last January. And it was saying that why is that? We had 2 players going out in January. One Coutinho over £100 million. And
from
of course,
Liverpool to Barcelona.
Liverpool to Barcelona. And Virgil van Dijk also went over 72
30 seconds left, but that's just a teaser of what to expect tonight at 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah, 10 o'clock, yeah, by here.
Right here on the Joy News channel, as we continue to monitor what's happening with the transfer window. That'll be it for Business Live. Thanks for watching. There's more news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Darryl Kwao. Catch you same time tomorrow.
The time, no card.